this one absolutely perfectly today, you would say, for Caleb Ewan. And you can see the cars. Uno X car is there. Where is the Lotto Destiny car? To try and get up to him. But this is going to be a late chase for Caleb Ewan. They've got him onto the back of the group. So if the team car can get there quickly and get him a bike, you can see there, right up on the he's going to change bikes with his teammate quickly off there. So they're swapping bikes again. So Michael Schwarzman's a little bit more Caleb Ewan's size, but still the team car is finally there for Caleb Ewan. Just excuse our little momentary loss of picture, but you can see Lotto Destiny chatting amongst themselves. Ewan is now back on his own bike. Can he get himself back into position and still have the legs to sprint?
Yeah, it's going to be difficult, but it's still possible. I think maybe some panic made them make some wrong decisions. It didn't look great there. I think the team car was there, so why not just wait for it instead of getting a bike that clearly didn't fit?
Caleb Ewan is just in the convoy now, behind the group, just trying to get himself back into the group if he can. 5 kilometres to go now for Caleb Ewan to get himself back into the mix and give himself an opportunity to try and take the Ronde van Limburg. He came into this as a big favourite, and the Uno X car is just closing up the convoy just ahead of Caleb Ewan. There's the group, so the team cars all just close up the convoy behind the race, and Ewan at first bike, second bike, and then the team car was with him. We'll see how much sting this would have taken out of the legs, though, of Caleb Ewan, Jens.
Yeah, it's really difficult to see him do the best sprint he can, but he's definitely going to come back. And this is why I'm thinking it may not have been a great decision to try and change bikes between teammates when, you know, Caleb Ewan's not really the size of anyone else on that team, or anyone else in the peloton for that matter. Yeah, it's just a weird decision, but he's going to come back, but he's lost 2 riders, and he won't like that either. It's still, I think, 3 riders up in the front of the peloton, so it is still possible to do a good sprint, but it's this is some panic that they really didn't want at this stage of the race.
They wouldn't want that. Luca van Boven as well is still away at the moment as Caleb Ewan goes past the commissaire's car, and will just get back in there and try and make his way right back through to the front. The teammates now dropping back for Ewan. They'll now reconnect him with the back of the group. They'll get an opportunity to just try and get his breath back. The adrenaline will be pumping for Caleb Ewan. Is this Pim Ronhaar going again here for the Baloise Trek Lions? Then the word around this group that Caleb Ewan's had a mechanical, as Van Boven gets caught. 3.2k to go. He's got one more teammate now just ahead of him. This is Rudiger Selig that is there. Just dropping back is Jacopo Guarnieri. As they go, is this Joris Neuvenhuis now for the Baloise Trek Lions? You've got one Baloise Trek Lions rider going clear.
It does look like Neuvenhuis. He's not really going anywhere for now, but it's the first attack from the peloton that Quickstep hasn't immediately followed, so that's something positive, I think. It's only 3 kilometers to go, but we're following Ewan's progression through this group now.
So Rudiger Selig trying to get Caleb Ewan back in there. 3 kilometers. They've got to get him back up through the group. Is it kicking off at the front? Soudal Quickstep for Tim Malé. You're watching out for that Belgian champions jersey. Here come Uno X. They've thrown everything at a late charge on this one. Joris Neuvenhuis's attack didn't really get him much of an advantage. Soudal Quickstep on the front. Here come the red and yellow colours of Uno X, looking to try and lead things out for Erlenblicker. Ewan is almost back up through the group. He's got 2 teammates still ahead of him though, Jens.
Yeah, 2 teammates, that could just be enough. I think it might be Guarnieri and the Daust, and those are really the riders you want for a lead out. So yeah, it could still all turn out fine for Caleb Ewan after the amount of panic that they went through, I think, in those lines the last couple of kilometers. It's still looking okay. His teammates are dropping back a little bit, trying to moving up the last little bit for those final 2 kilometers. It's a close call, but they're going to get there.
He's in front of Tim Malier. Tim Malier's quite far back here at the moment as well. Uno X winding it up. Pseudo quick stepper there, Tim Malier. Here comes Caleb Ewan, the charge now, brought through by Rudiger Selig. Alperson de Koenig defending their position now at the front. Can they keep themselves in there? Simon Sanyok is the rider in the jersey of Q36.5 is there. It's getting ragged, it's fast and furious. You can see as we run in towards the Flamme Rouge, everyone trying to get themselves into position. That mechanical for Caleb Ewan just running, you would say, really making that running chaotic. Uno X really trying to set things up now for Blecker. For Gerben Tyson, you're watching out for Gerben Tyson. He's wearing number 21. He's in the right position. DuPont is there. Rory Townsend for the Bolton Equities Black Spoke team, wearing 55 in that green and white jersey of the Irish national champion. He's got on the right train. He's right behind Caleb Ewan now. It's Rory Townsend. Sanyok also moving up there. Oh, Townsend just getting manoeuvred out there. Rory Townsend just gets shuffled back in the pack as they start this lead out now. The run up towards the finish. They're watching out now for that Flamme Rouge. Caleb Ewan. Here we go. Jasper de Baus now is going to line this one up. They swing out towards the finish, and here comes Tim Malier in that Belgian champions jersey. Malier is right there. Tyson is there. We swing right round through this final corner. Oh, Tim Malier just had to kick back momentarily. Tyson is there. Ewan right on the wheel. Can Caleb Ewan come back from that mechanical and still win it? Tyson comes through to take it. It was between the big three. Gerben Tyson comes through. Malier was right there. What a sprint, but Jens, what a recovery from Caleb Ewan.
Yeah, the stress of that mechanical is definitely taking something out of him, but Gerben Tyson, his home race, the Ronde van Limburg, very near his hometown, and he's beaten two of the biggest sprinters in the world. This is going to be a great day for Gerben Tyson and his team.
Gerben Tyson there takes it. Tim Malier rubbing his knuckles on the barrier, you would say, on that final corner as well.
Yeah, really, really complicated finish there with that corner. I think Quickstep did everything right. Soudal Quickstep did a perfect job, but Tim Malier just overcooked that corner. Tyson and Ewan came through with some speed, and then the race was over for Malier.
Got to get that bottle to the young fans, inspire the next generation of riders. But a great result. They really played that one perfectly throughout the day, didn't they, Intermarché Circus Wanty?
Yeah, they were the team that controlled the entire day, and I think they got what they deserved. They finished it off.
It was ragged, that sprint. Take us through it, Jens.
Yeah, the interesting sprint here. It's Van Lerberg and Merlier launching on the left side, Gerben Tyson in that wheel, Ewan coming from the other side, still having to make his move. Staying behind De Buis maybe a little bit too long, but then falling on Tyson's wheel. Van Lerberg is now going to make the perfect move of the race, which could have won Merlier the race. He lets Merlier through on the inside, then blocks Tyson and Ewan from taking the correct line through that corner, but then Merlier overcooks it. Tyson is through. Ewan tries to get onto that wheel, has a perfect run really, but I think he just didn't have the legs at the end to come around, and Tyson manages to finish it off and hold off Caleb Ewan.
Yeah, Tim Malier rubbing shoulders on one barrier and rubbing his knuckles on the other one. But Tyson there. But drama for Caleb Ewan. He never lets us drown in the drama stakes, does he, Caleb Ewan?
There's always something to talk about with Caleb Ewan. Unfortunately, not always positive, but he's got his win now. He's had a positive experience here, I think. That mechanical took something out of him. He still came very close to the win, so... yeah, it's a bit unfortunate for him, but he still had a good day out, I think. He really needed at this point of his career, and he barely even touches it, actually, Merlier. He barely touches those barriers, but he has to scrub some speed, and that's just enough to take him out of contention.
And you can see the frustration for Merlier there as well.
Yeah, did you notice he was sprinting for...
The Ronde van Limburg looks like this. It's Gerben Tyson that takes it from Caleb Ewan. Stanislav Anielkowski ahead of Tim Miller, Erlen Blicker, Martin Budding, Lionel Tamino, Timothy Dupont, Milan Fratin and Sander de Pestel. Your